guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today is a requested video. I had a comment asking me to compare and contrast and do a video on all of the Daze fragrances from they technically came out in 2019, but they're really the 2020 version because they came out like right after Christmas. So I have all of them. I have Daze Oh So Fresh Daze. I have Daze Love Oh So, or not Oh So Fresh. Daze Love Daze. I have Daze Dream Daze and Daze Daze. That's kind of a tongue twister. Anyway, I was asked to do a video on them and talk about the four of them and what my thoughts were. And it took me a little while to pick up all of them because I don't just go out and buy fragrances full price. There always has to be a sale. There has to be like a gift with purchase. There has to be added incentives because things are expensive. And these are about $80 some a piece. And that adds up, you know, this is over $300 worth of perfume. So we're gonna start with the original. This is Daze Daze, and I did keep them in their boxes. I usually throw out my boxes right away, but it made it a little easier to remember which each one was. This is what the bottle looks like. So you do have the giant daisy flower, and then you have the two smaller flowers, just like all of the other ones that they have. And the notes on this one are mandarin orange, mirabelle, and musk. This one smells, I think, oh, I just sprayed myself in the face. This one, when it dries down, you definitely get that daisy scent. It doesn't really smell super different than what the original one does, but I do like this one. When you first spray it, you do get that nice, fresh mandarin in there. And it lasts fairly well. My thoughts on all of them are kind of spoiler alert, is none of them really stood out as super different or long lasting or super special. I have been collecting these since 2012 when they did the Daisy Sunshine, and I love the bottles. I love having all of the different flankers from each year, but this one just, they're gorgeous, but they just didn't seem as special as some of the other ones in the past. Some of them just really stood out a whole lot more. All right, next up is Daze Oh So Fresh Daze. And this is actually my first fragrance I ever got was a Daze Oh So Fresh. And I remember because I really liked this version, and my mom was like, well, I got you the bigger bottle. And I was like, but they don't smell the same. They smell so different. That was back in 2012. This one, the notes are white peach, orchid blossom, or orchard blossom, not orchid, sorry, and peach. So lots of peach. I think I actually like the Daze Oh So Fresh better than the Daisy, just across the board in these fragrances for the most part. This one, you definitely do get that peach scent, and it does settle on, but it's more of a skin scent. Now, I only do a couple sprays. I usually do one on the wrist, and I tap, I never rub, I tap so that it's on both, and then I've been spraying one on each side of my neck and once on the back. But I didn't notice them throughout the day. I didn't notice any of these throughout the day, but this one I do like better. I think this actually might be my favorite because I do love peaches. They are a drupe. Anything with a stone is a drupe. So peaches, plums, apricots, cherries, those are my favorite fruits. And I just love droopy scents as well. I should probably do a drupe video at some point once I get organized enough. But yeah, I really do like that one. Next up is Daze Dream Daze. Now the Daze Dream is probably my least favorite of the Marc Jacobs Daze line. That's what it looks like. It's also the most boring of the bottles. I feel like I love those big flowers with all of the different colors, and they just don't do that as much with these. The notes on this are wisteria, longanberries, and musk. And this was actually the last one that I purchased. And honestly, I'm gonna have to spray it on the box because that I didn't even smell at all. Okay, I'm getting it a little bit. It does have that berry scent. It's not like a very present berry scent though, if that makes sense. Like it's not like a strawberry or raspberry that's really sweet and kind of takes center stage. This is kind of like there's a fruit in there and you kind of smell it, but it's kind of nondescript. I know, I'm not describing these. I'm not selling you on these, am I? I don't think they're worth it. Unless you collect them like me and you want them anyway, I would definitely not pay full price. I would look for them on FragranceNet or Zulily or any of the other discount sites because they do show up, and I have seen some of them already this year, like a couple months ago, showing up on discount sites. All right, last one. Actually, I lied when I said Oh So Fresh was my favorite line. The Daisy Love. This is the newest Daisy. Oh my gosh. Don't pull these by the lid because the lid will fall off. I was trying to pull it out. So the Daisy Love is probably actually my favorite of all of the Daisy line, just because they're much sweeter and much more fruit-based than the other ones are. And I have all of them so far. I mean, I have all of the, well, almost all the daisies. There are some special edition daisies I didn't get. Anyway, the scents on this are apricot, osmanthus, and amber. That apricot, oh my gosh, that gets me every time. We're gonna spray the box again. Yep, this is my favorite of them for that. I do think these are fresher. They smell brighter than all of the other ones. So if you were getting into the daisies, I would recommend Daisy Love, Daisy Love, Oh So Sweet, Daisy, Sunshine that they did last year. This is the Daze. I have Oh So Sweet on today, actually. I layered it with another fragrance and I'm really enjoying it. This one smells so good though. I might have to add this on in a couple hours. So this one I do like. Oh, all of the spraying is making me sneeze because I have terrible allergies and too much perfume can trigger my allergies. So I try not to spray so much, but because these, even though I've worn them and I've worn them multiple times, I couldn't tell you really a big difference on how they wear on the skin. I would go with what your initial note is and how much you're willing to pay, and if you are willing to respray. Those are the factors that I would consider, because they're not super long lasting. You're not going to really tell that you're still wearing them after a couple hours, especially like I was wearing them in moderate temperatures, so I don't think they're gonna last very long in the heat because you're metabolizing a little bit quicker. Although some scents do perform better on the skin in the heat. That's a factor also. But my least favorite, I will say, is the Daisy Dream. You probably had already figured that out by now. So I would say Daisy Dream is my least favorite of the Daze. And then I would go with the original Daisy Daze because they're just not as good. I did warn you that drupes were my favorite fruit. So my favorites would be the Oh So Fresh and Love. Love would be my number one. Oh So Fresh would be my number two. And these do have that droop. So one has peach, one has apricot. That's going to be my loves. They are expensive. Like I said, I would wait to get them on sale. Wait till they go into a discount. Almost all of the recent years of Marc Jacobs have ended up being in discount places, TJ Maxx even, Marshalls, those type of places as well. So I would say wait unless you're like dying to get an apricot scent, then go for it. But still try to get it on sale. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I feel like it was a little negative. I didn't mean for it to be negative. I just don't think these are standouts in my collection. I do have over 300 cents at this point though, so you know, I have a fairly large collection. These aren't ones that I'm going to be reaching for super often though. So there's that. But I'm not saying that they're bad fragrances. I don't think they're bad. They don't smell bad. Like sometimes you get a scent and you're just like, oh, it smells awful. They don't smell awful. They're not super special is how I would classify them. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances, what your thoughts are on them. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you find that they have better longevity than what I described? Did you find that they had better sillage? I felt like they were more skin scents. I don't feel like they really had a presence outside of immediately if I was like sniffing my wrists or like rubbing the back of my neck. Sometimes scents have a better presence when I do that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you have any questions, leave those down below as well. If you have not already subscribed, if you would subscribe, it would mean so very much to me. And don't forget to like this video as well. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.